Yeah, the move. Whatever hand you hit, you move to that side. Left hook, down.
One more.
You gotta think of throwing punches. Your job is to throw punches. I want him to throw the punches through the guy, not after hit the guy, just boom, not with the full force. So I was showing him how to throw the full force without bringing your hand way back and throwing the punch. So I showed him short distance punching.
So what am I bringing differently? I wouldn't say a new mindset, but definitely like a new perspective. But ultimately, everything new has to lead to a win. So yeah, that's what I'm focused on right now, is just winning.
Anthony Joshua quietly walked into the gym, and what followed felt less like training and more like a forbidden upgrade scene. Mike Tyson, the man, the myth, watching AJ move like he'd unlocked a hidden boss level straight out of the Iron Mike manual. One look at that footage and you realize this isn't normal preparation. This is a warning. And if this is how the story starts, you already know this is only the beginning.
This is another neck exercise that I got from Mike Tyson. A lot of wrestlers do this. It's quite dangerous actually. Physios don't like this type of stuff, but it's good for neck conditioning. It's called neck bridges. And it's flexibility and strength at the same time. So it's a really good exercise if you want to strengthen up your neck area.
Here's the wild part. Joshua isn't just studying old Tyson clips like a fan scrolling highlights. He's grinding through those brutal old-school neck and shoulder routines, the same ones that made him look like he was engineered to walk through walls. You can feel the punishment in every rep. This isn't nostalgia. This is construction. He's rebuilding his body into something meant to survive violence.
It's not far from the champion heart. And that's what a champion do. He goes through adversity and he overcomes adversity. Even when the position when it appears that he's lost, he still fights back and overcomes adversity.
Left hook head, left hook body. Good, body head. Good, and again.
He's very well equipped. He knows that once he gives up, all the opportunities and all the doors of opportunities close on him. And that's why he never gave up. And that's why he has a chance of being a big, big winner.
And it goes even deeper. AJ starts tapping into classic customado principles. Slick head movement, explosive entries, that coiled spring torque, Tyson perfected. But this isn't a carbon copy. It's all being fused with Joshua's modern heavyweight frame as he gears up for Jake Paul. Old school menace meeting new school power. When those worlds collide, something always breaks.
What advice would you give to somebody like AJ?
That he has a lot of talent and not to get discouraged. He only loses when he quits. When you quit, all the doors of opportunities close. You know what I mean? You have to be game, and then don't get discouraged if you lose. Listen, you just lost. You may have got $30 million. I just think the more time you lay off, the worse you get. You have to fight to be the best. You have to do it more and more and more.
Then Tyson drops pure legend wisdom. He praises AJ as a phenomenal fighter and reminds him that greatness isn't complicated. Stay active, stay sharp. Let momentum sharpen timing and confidence. And Joshua takes that personally. You can see it in his focus. This doesn't feel like a training camp anymore. It feels like a transformation. And transformations never happen quietly.
To test myself, I've been through a lot, and I want to see what I have left to give. When I say what I have left to give, I am not resting on what I have. I am building on what I have. And I want to see how far I can take myself. I know what it takes, I know what this game is about, and I'm going to push myself beyond the limits where I've been before, hence why I found myself in Dallas, because I'm trying to find an environment that can stimulate me, motivate me, and push me on to higher heights.
Then the story cuts hard. Studio lights. Sean Porter walks in sounding like the boxing world's fire alarm, yelling, "Uh-oh," like he's narrating a disaster movie trailer. And I'm sitting here with you thinking, did this man really just say Jake Paul could knock out Anthony Joshua with the same confidence you use when predicting rain because the sky looks dark? That's not analysis. That's chaos entering the conversation.
For all that being said, if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do against Jake Paul, the world's gonna say Jake Paul fixes his fights. Jake Paul the fight boxing's rigged and all the other kind of stuff. I just had that conversation with somebody that knew me the other night. Oh, you ain't gonna have to say nothing, but boxing rigged, ain't it? I was like, yo, listen, I ain't never had nobody tell me to do or not do anything. Mark my words, if Anthony Joshua doesn't win that fight, and if it doesn't look like he's pulling the trigger, everybody's gonna say it's rigged. So
Order keeps going, breaking it down like your brutally honest uncle at a backyard barbecue. He reminds us that AJ sometimes forgets to pull the trigger. And if he does that against Jake Paul, the internet will start screaming rigged, louder than Twitter, after a controversial scorecard. Then Porter flips the script, suddenly praising Jake's right hand like it's a Marvel-level weapon, and crediting Larry Wade for building Jake's engine like a custom sports car.
So that being said, we've seen the right hand that Jake Paul's had in the past. We just ain't seen it when he stepped up against boxers, against, that next level. But he has that right hand. So right hand lands, he wins. Honestly, it's weird. He has a chance. Shout out to Coach Larry Wade. That's my guy.
Oh, I love Larry.
Love Coach Wade. Coach Wade is going to make sure that he has the strength.
But then the real plot twist hits. Porter hears AJ is training with Usyk's team, and instantly the tone changes. From, Jake might have a chance, to, yeah, that's a problem. You and I are thinking the same thing. Porter just mapped out the chaos blueprint for this fight, and somehow made it both hilarious and terrifying at the same time.
Anthony Joshua's now working or training with Alexander Usyk and his team.
Oh, okay. I love it. That's surprising. I love it. Actually, I really like that. And for Anthony Joshua to humble himself and say, hey, I think I got some things I can learn. For Jake Paul.
And before you can process that, we slide straight into Andrew Tate, talking about Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, like he accidentally walked into a Marvel crossover event. You can see it happen in real time. Tate had a full roast planned about Jake fighting smaller, older opponents, until Jake jumped weight classes like he clicked New Game Plus. Roast notes deleted mid-sentence, because now Jake isn't fighting influencers, he's fighting a walking skyscraper named Anthony Joshua.
I'm fighting someone retired, I'm fighting an active champion. That's what a real man does. And that was going to be a dig at Jake Paul for fighting older people or smaller people. But now he's fighting AJ. So complete respect, huge respect to Jake Paul. I have nothing bad to say about Jake. Everything I was going to say, I can no longer say. So fair play to him. He's a brave man. He believes in himself. And I wish him and AJ a fantastic fight, and I hope they both come out without injury and without any problems and without any health.
Tate tries to fire, but ends up saluting. I'm not fighting someone retired. I'm fighting an active champion. That's what a real man does. And just like that, everything he was going to say disappears. Complete respect. Huge respect. He wishes both men health and safety. And you feel that moment when someone built on calling people out simply says, fair play. Jake Paul went from Tate's punchline to Tate's good luck in one announcement.
Be real, people.
No, it's real.
It is real.
It's
That's
real.
what I've been told.
It's real. It's real. And, there's business reasons. There's business decisions. And I understand that, for Jake, it's retirement money, worst case. And I'm a very fair man. I don't take it personal. Like, there was a time when Jake was really insulting me, and Logan Paul hated me, and all these things, and KSI have insulted me, and Chase insults me. All these people insult me. I'm really just, I'm just a normal dude. I have respect for people who do things that are worthy of respect. I harbor no hate in my heart. I wish Jake the absolute best.
I'm watching it with you thinking, did Tate just turn into Jake Paul's LinkedIn endorsement? But then he says the quiet part out loud. Money matters, but bravery matters more. Jake signed up to fight a human wrecking ball who punches like he's trying to erase mistakes from history. Suddenly, Tate sounds like the responsible uncle, reminding everyone that heavyweight punches don't care about storylines. That's experience talking.
Jake's the same size, and Jake isn't a YouTuber. Everyone needs to stop talking like Jake is a YouTuber. Jake is a boxer. Jake has more money than 99% of professional boxers on the planet. He has a full-time training camp. He lives with a full-time gym, full-time trainers. He's dedicated his life to the sport for nearly 7 or 8 years. That's a professional boxer. He's an ex-YouTuber. And this whole narrative, I'm just a YouTuber, is a really good sales tactic because Jake is a boxer and he is at heavyweight. So it's a heavyweight boxer against a heavyweight boxer.
Coming out of that moment, we move straight into Wade Plemons' breakdown. and now it feels like a behind-the-scenes documentary. Jake realizing this isn't content anymore, it's real. 1 minute he's traveling the world like he's on a victory tour. The next, he's quietly assembling an Avengers-level training camp filled with giants who look like they bench press buses for warm-ups. Wade calls them secret weapons. Let's be honest, these are heavyweight final bosses.
We already heard that Jake Paul was preparing for Anthony Joshua by sparring the guy that Anthony Joshua was about to fight in Cassius Chaney. This gentleman right here, who was 24-3 from B-More, aka the DMV. Apparently, Jake brought him into camp.
Who's the opponent that you were supposed to fight this weekend?
He's in Jake Paul's camp.
Who's that? What?
Yeah.
He's in Jake Paul's camp.
What's his name? Cassius.
Okay. And where was that supposed to be? In
Already
Rio?
whooped that ass. Sorry, Cassius.
Oh, damn. Where was that supposed to be?
He got a broken knee right now.
Again, a smart move.
Then Wade drops the real twist. There might be a legendary heavyweight trainer hiding inside Jake's camp. The way he teases it feels like a true crime reveal. The suspect is in London, and he knows something. Former AJ coach, mastermind behind past upsets. Whoever it is, it sounds like Jake just unlocked DLC content that wasn't supposed to drop yet. But reality hits hard. Sparring giants is one thing. Standing across from Anthony Joshua under the lights is a different weather system. So now the question is simple. Did Jake Paul truly level up? Or did he step into a live reminder that heavyweight boxing is ruled by experience?